Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Happy 2022. In today's video, I wanted to go over how I'll be approaching Forex trading this year. Let's get started. So for the first part, how I'll actually be approaching trading this year, there's kind of like two or two and a half things that I want to kind of keep in mind. And the first one is to do with processes when it comes to trading. And when I'm talking about processes, what I mean is things like reflections and projections, doing my weekly ASR. ASR stands for Advanced Self-Review. So I want to make sure that my self-review, weekly, monthly, quarterly, is going to be on point. Started off, the start of my trading journey, really learning about the importance of these processes when it comes to trading. And then it kind of fell off around a bit in 2021. So I kind of want to pick that back up and make that another priority when it comes to trading. The reason why it's so important is, how do you know how you're doing or your performance if you're not tracking it, if you're not measuring it? So I kind of want to be more on the ball with that this year, definitely, especially as we're going more into scale. And that leads me into point number 2. I basically want to take my sub strategy into a 6-figure account, or just a larger account in general. We don't have to put like a label to it. I've got the data, I've got the confidence now. I'd say I didn't really have the confidence back then because I just wasn't as laser focused when it came to trading. And I'd say a lot of my conscious focus came more into my personal growth. But I kind of want to get back more into the whole trading growth side of things. So I think I'm ready to scale that part of my trading and to take that to the next level. And a big part of where that confidence came from, I think, is just entering a new stage in my life and coming back onto this whole monk mode, kind of laser focus, monastic focus when it comes to work. And like I've said before in my previous video, a lot of my focus, attention, energy was on personal stuff, which has been so good, so good, so important to now be the building bricks and the concrete to actually build the business side of things. So I'm going to be doing that this year, and I don't really want to be sharing much about the sub strategy just yet, just because I feel like I'm going to overwhelm myself. But that's something that I'll be doing this year, and that's going to be a key integral part of my trading for this year at least. And long story short, the sub strategy is basically lower time frame stuff, a lot of areas of interest and order blocks, that kind of trading. Some people call it smart money concepts, and I don't know, it is what you call it. I've definitely done my own twist to it in terms of how I trade, how I what I view as structure. What I view as a structure high or a structure low is going to be different to how someone else might view it. But that's all I'll say for now. I think definitely in the far future I'll figure out how to kind of portray that to you guys and explain it. So yeah, pretty much just continuing to do what I'm doing, take things to scale for a portion of my trading and put more emphasis on my processes. That's basically how I'm going to approach Forex. Like Forex trading, a lot of it is process driven, and mostly just preparing yourself to be the best trader you can be, and preparing your plan and just executing on that plan. And that kind of leads me into a couple of things that I think we should all sort of keep in mind when going into this year, or just a couple of things to keep in mind in general. And I just wanted to remind ourselves to, number one, to become the asset. I feel like I haven't said this in a while, but I think being able to just sharpen your skills, build yourself up, and to really work on those strengths, and weaknesses. I think we get so focused on things like the monetary amount of what we're making, the outcome, being funded. I share my funded journey. I know a lot of people also want to become funded, be able to trade at scale, 6 figures, whatever it may be. But first things first, we need to really focus on becoming the asset. And what does that mean? It means, like I said from the start, sharpening your skills, doing your backtesting. I know backtesting can be so long, so much effort, so boring, but trust me, that's going to translate into something so much greater later on. You might not see it then and there, but our subconscious is basically taking in all this information. We're training ourselves to be better traders, to be able to spot our entries, to continuously just learn and grow. Trust me, that will translate into trading. Because if you weren't the asset, if you didn't have the skill, and I gave you, or someone gave you £100,000, $100,000, you wouldn't know what to do with it, right? But if you had that money and you knew someone who had the skill, who was an asset, you'd happily invest in them, right? And in order for someone to invest in you, you're gonna have to invest in yourself first. So keep learning. And I think that has to be like a daily thing, a thing that we keep having to tell ourselves is, you know, I'm working on me, I'm becoming the asset, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's that book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and, you know, he talks about basically doing, you know, the small little things every single day, and that will compound into massive growth. So keep doing your processes. I'm going to be doing it with you. Things like backtesting, things like daily content, whatever it may be to sharpen that skill, because once you focus on that, it's just so much more healthier rather than focusing on the outcome, the monetary amount. And again, once you become the asset, I promise you that people will want to invest in you, invest in your business, partner with you. And for the second thing I just wanted us to keep in mind this year and always is to protect your energy, because whether you like it or not, our subconscious mind is a freaking sponge, right? So it is literally taking in information everywhere 24/7. Like it's picking up what so and so is saying, what the news is saying, what the radio is saying, what you're watching, and it's just watching our mental diet, being able to protect that, you know, because if you're in a state of constantly putting yourself, continuously putting yourself in places that bring your mood down, give you anxiety, this is not good for your mental health, that's going to affect you. And what does that affect? That's going to affect your fitness, your health, your lifestyle, your work, your relationships, your decisions. So protecting your energy, that's just an all-rounder. And, you know, I think if you really want to excel in trading, if you want to be a good trader, trading is a mental game. Fix your mental mindset, your mental state, your mental diet, to just watch that and to just be so consciously aware of sort of where your boundaries are. Learn to say no to things, put boundaries in place. So guys and girls, protect your energy, you know, learn to say no, set boundaries. It's gonna do a hell lot of good for your mental health and overall your work, your output, your productivity and your performance. Last but not least, I want us to keep in mind kind of fail fast, fail forward. So if you're kind of like stumbling across Forex trading this year, or even to my channel, and you're thinking, oh, this trading thing's not for me, it's too good to be true, blah, 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 blah. You know, as long as you're listening to the right people and not investing in those clowns, those scammers, those account managers that are gonna flip your account, like do not fall for that, please. But do yourself a favor and like look into this trading thing. The whole point that I'm sharing my journey with you is that you can see that if I can do it, you can do it. Like I am literally someone who was living in my parents' house, and I was working in TK Maxx, and I was also I was at uni, and I was just trying to make things work, and I had that belief that, oh, if someone can do well with trading, why can't I? And trust me, there was a lot of failures in the beginning. Heck, I even failed my first FTMO challenge, and you know, I've shared that on my FTMO journey with you guys. But fail fast, fail forward. The only way you're gonna learn this skill, learn this game, is by learning, by doing, by taking action, and you're gonna fail, it's gonna happen, but take them as lessons. And I think just know that that's coming, know that that's normal. Even in trading, I still take losses. Losses are part of the game, failing is a part of it. It's part of life, and it's just the next step to being better, doing better. So I think let's just keep that in mind this year, when it comes to trading, when it comes to our work, our business, that things are gonna happen, you know, shit happens, but that's okay. We will see that as a lesson and continue moving forward. Whether that be with trading, whether that you might have lost a funded account, whether you know, you were so close to I don't know, getting to the next level and it just slips by you, that's okay. Fail fast, fail forward. I think we just gotta keep that in mind, and that's how we learn, and that's how we can be better. So I don't know if that was a bit like too motivational, but like I think those three things are so important at any part of your journey to protect your energy, to fail forward, and to obviously just be the asset, because even when you hit funded, you still want to sharpen your skills. You still have to keep learning and growing and protecting your energy and doing all these things, because otherwise you're going to be comfortable, otherwise you're going to fall off. And I felt a little bit of comfortability last year, and I think that's why I think I wanted to add that fail fast, fail forward, because you still want to evolve and grow. And that's why I have that sub strategy. I'm going off in a tangent now, but that is why I have a sub strategy, because I know that I cannot trade forever, you know, for the rest of my life with the strategy that I have now. Markets evolve, markets are creative, they're dynamic, they move, and we need to be the same as well. So there's a lot of growth to be made this year. I'm excited for this year. I hope you guys are too. By the way, I started a personal channel. So far I've called it Hannah Forex Plus, but I've put the link in the description if you guys want to like go subscribe to it. I think I'm gonna have a video out when this video goes out, like maybe in the same week. So I'm excited for that. And also on my Instagram, I've kind of like come back on Instagram now after a whole year. And I'm kind of doing like somewhat these daily, day in the life sort of reels, vlogs, and that's a little bit of fun. I'm doing that on my Instagram if you want to go check that out. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Took some value, and if you did, let me know in the comments. Give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe to my personal channel. But yeah, appreciate you guys. God bless.